Welcome into the channel, everyone. It's Michael Tharp, EDU. It starts with you. Today, we are going to take some TEXIT and wrap it and bring it on to the Ethereum blockchain. Now, this is a huge milestone for TEXIT. We are a layer 1 blockchain, and now we are able to unlock liquidity and get a lot more exposure and use different wallets by bringing TEXIT from a layer 1 on our own TEXIT chain onto Ethereum, and we do that by what's called wrapping it. You could think of it as putting a spacesuit on, right? So think of a TEXIT ranger, and he's on the TEXIT chain, and now he's going to put a spacesuit on that it has Ethereum. When he has this spacesuit on, he can go onto the Ethereum blockchain. This is also called an EVM, meaning the Ethereum virtual machine, and lots of tokens are on Ethereum. So this allows us to do a lot more things. So let's go ahead and just convert it, and then we'll find a way to use it. Okay, so first we're going to decide how much TEXIT we're going to send. I'm going to start off with 200, and then we will get 200 wrapped TEXIT. Go ahead and put our email in here. We're going to get our Ethereum address from whatever wallet we're using. It might be MetaMask. It could be Trust. What's the other one people use? Exodus. I prefer Rabby. I think it's by far the best decentralized wallet out there. So I'm going to go to my Rabby wallet. We're going to copy our Ethereum address that we want it sent to. This almost always starts with 0x. And we're going to create a convert. All right. So they give you an hour, which is, a day to do this. So now you're going to send your TEXIT coin by scanning this QR code or copying this. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my wallet. Click on my hot wallet. I'm going to hit send. I'm going to hit scan right here. I'm going to scan the QR code. Puts it in there. I'll double check it. Yep, 1Q13. And we're going to do 200 TXC. Done. So this is what it will look like. And we're going to go ahead and hit next. And then we're going to hit send now. That cost me like a tenth of a tenth of a tenth of a penny. Done. Okay. So I don't know how long this will take. We'll see. We're right at 23:59. So I'll sit here and wait, and we'll see when it comes in. All right, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and see if we can add this to our MetaMask or our Rabby address. So I got this. This is our address code. This is called our contract address. So I'm going to come here and copy that. Starts with 0x9. I'll put it down in the description of the video as well. So I'm going to go ahead and come to my Rabby. And what do I do? Add token. Chain will be Ethereum. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there. Wrapped TXC. So we're going to confirm this. Now, if you're on another wallet, it's going to be a little different, but you'll just need to find some place to add like a custom token or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Close out. And then let's see where we're at. All right, I went to go and do a few things and came back and it was done. I would guess it took maybe 5 minutes, but not more than 10. So we can see now, it took a little bit, but when I come into my Rabby wallet and I come to the Ethereum chain, we can see we have 200 wrapped TEXIT at this price, and that's how much it is today in dollar value. Now, what we can do now is we can come to Uniswap. This is app.uniswap.org. Uniswap is the biggest decentralized exchange, I think, in the world. And it's basically for anything that is ERC20 or Ethereum compatible. So when you come here, you can actually go to different chains. So we're on the Ethereum chain. Most of these are what it's called a layer 2 of Ethereum. Base is that, Arbitrum is that, Polygon's that, Optimism is that. And then also BNB and Avalanche also are EVM compatible, so you can trade them on here. But we can't really go on any of those chains right now. We're just on Ethereum as far as I know. So when you do search for this, right, and this comes up, it will give you like a little warning, something about like a honeypot. Don't worry about that. Probably somebody that's a hater reported it for whatever reason, but it'll probably go away eventually. Yeah, this right here. Don't worry about that. It's just they do that with a lot of new tokens. Now, we could sell some wTXC for Ethereum now, or really anything. You could sell it for USDT, USDC, if you wanted to convert to that. So I'm just going to sell for a little bit of Ethereum because then we're going to build what's called a liquidity pool. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the Uniswap right now. This is another reason why I love Rabby. So I'll teach you guys how to do that. I'm going to come to swap. I'm on Ethereum. I'm going to take my USDC. And I'm going to get Ethereum. I'm just going to go all the way. We'll approve and swap and sign it and confirm. All right, our transaction was created. We can see here we have two pendings. One is for the approval and one is to swap it. We're doing this with an exchange called 1inch. That's another decentralized exchange. So we'll just wait a couple seconds for that to happen. Okay, you can see now I have more Ethereum in my wallet and the USDC is gone. So you see how we're very similar. I wanted about the same price and you need to make sure you leave a little Ethereum. So we're going to put close to 250 of both of them in there. So let's see how we do that. We're going to go to pool, create position. All right, so we're going to have Ethereum and TEXIT. So we're going to want to copy and paste. Oh, I copied something else. Okay, so if you search for wTXC, we're going to copy that address. Now we're going to come to pool, create position. And again, I'll put that contract address down there for you guys. So we're going to choose our token. We're going to paste it. And we have wTXC. We'll continue. All right, we're just going to leave this here. We're not going to worry about ranges and anything like that. I'm just going to keep it at 0.3. And I'll do some more research on this. And we're going to hit continue. Yeah, we're just going to do full range. I'm not going to deal with custom range right now. So we're going to deposit tokens. Maybe it's not a 50-50 pool right now. Let me try 100. Okay, so I'm not sure why that's doing that. Sometimes pools aren't even 50-50, and so you just need to make sure you have enough Ethereum. But we're going to do 163. So we're going to hit review and create. Sign and confirm that. That's our approval. And then this will be actually going into the liquidity pool here. So we'll sign and confirm that. So I'm not going to go into this too deep. I'll make another whole video about it if you're new to crypto. But basically what we're doing here is we're becoming the exchange. We're providing the liquidity, and then we get rewarded in fees. So anytime somebody comes to buy wTXC or sell it on Ethereum, Uniswap, we're getting some of those trading fees proportional to how much we have put into the liquidity pool. So this is kind of one of the best ways, especially, because we are so incentivized for the TEXIT ecosystem to continue to grow. This is one of the best ways that we can help and support the project, because the more liquidity you have, the better typically, your token will do. Now there are some risks with this, not in like you losing your money, but there are risks that are called impermanent loss. But I like this one that we're tied to Ethereum and not something like USDT or USDC. In a bull market, you want to have correlated pairs that typically rise together. In a bear market, it's good to have something stable like USDC, so that even if your token is going down, half of the position is stable. So we just created our position. So now we can go to pool and view positions. Yeah, Uniswap is just so slow today. All right, there we go. So we have our ETH and wTXC, $326 position. Now this APR says 1.78, which obviously isn't anything great. But the reason why it's so low right now is because this is brand new. There's probably not a lot of people using it, but as it grows and more people are swapping in and out, that APR will go up, right? And so, you know, I do a couple pools here, but you can see you can have an ETH and Bitcoin that's getting 8.5. A wrapped Bitcoin with USDT is getting 29, ETH and USDT 37. So it's really just a good way to put your money to work. You know, ETH USDC at 40% APR, that's really good. And so that's because there's a lot of people going in and out of ETH and USDC. So I will do a whole video, and actually I've already done videos explaining all of this, but I will probably link one of them down below to explain impermanent loss. But yeah, we'll see how this does. Again, until a lot of people start using it, you know, the APR won't be that great. But like I said, this is one of the best things you can do to support the TEXIT community and hopefully generate some extra fees as well. All right, that is it for this video. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe. Appreciate all your support. Lace up. We are wealthy. Peace.